Not sure where your money is going, but you don't have time to write on post-it notes, organize envelopes, or look at boring spreadsheets? No wonder why no one tracks their expenses. Luckily, it's 2023, we can move on from those bad infomercials. There are plenty of apps out there to help you track your spending and know exactly where your money is going. I track all my money in an app called Mint, and no ways is this sponsored, this is just what I use, so that's what I'll be showing you today. And at the end of this video, I'll show you how to track your expenses over the entire year. So the first thing we're gonna do is create a Mint account. You can sign up for free right here at mint.com. And once you're signed in, you're gonna go up here and click add accounts. And this is where you can connect your bank accounts, your bills, your credit cards, anything that has money going in and out, you wanna connect here. And you'll realize pretty quickly why I'm a fan of financial minimalism. A lot of people don't know where their money is going because they're juggling 10 different credit cards and 10 different bank accounts. For my personal expenses, you can see here, I have one checking account, I have one savings account, and then I have 2 credit cards. This makes it extremely easy to see where my money's going. So if you're like this guy, your first step would be to consolidate your accounts and stop using some of your credit cards because simplicity is the key to successful finances. So here's my 4 different accounts, and if you click into my checking account, you can see that money is deposited into my account. I pay myself first by depositing $250 into my M1 Finance account, and then I'll spend everything else on my credit cards, which get automatically taken out of my checking account. Pro tip, make sure you turn on automatic payments for all of your credit cards. This will help you build a good credit score. So that's kind of my expenses at a very basic level, but here's where Mint turns into a superpower. It automatically tracks every expense you have, whether you use a credit card or it's coming out of your bank account, and you can find this underneath the tab called Trends. This is probably one of my favorite things about Mint because it gives you a holistic view of all your expenses in each month. So as you can see, I spent $1,961 last month. This is just personal expenses. None of my real estate or business expenses are on here. So my biggest expense without a doubt was rent. That's $852 per month. I also spent $368 at Aldi last month. That's where I do all of my grocery shopping. And you can look at other transactions like, you know, this was for a concert, this was insurance, and it gives you all these different categories you can look at. This is all of your spending by merchant, but I like to see my spending by category, which makes it even easier. So if you go to by category, there's my rent. You know, I spent $360 on Aldi, but overall I spent $580 on food. So it just gives you a clear picture on where your money is going. I spent $192 on auto and transportation. So when you click into this, you can see that it's my insurance, it's my gas, it's my parking. That's all of transportation put together in one. And that's what I really like about Mint. It just puts all your spending in each category. So Mint automatically separates in each category. It makes it super easy to get a holistic view of your finances. Now they do get it wrong sometimes, but I'll show you how to fix if they categorize a transaction wrong. So if I go down and click into shopping, you can see all my expenses, Target, home buys, Amazon, that's all right. But Quicken is not shopping. That's actually a personal finance software that I've been testing out recently. So I can quickly categorize this into subscriptions or maybe education, financial, business services, whatever I think that category is. I'm probably going to put it in a subscriptions category. So it's really easy to recategorize any expenses that Mint might have gotten wrong. So this is truly what my personal expenses look like. A lot of my money is tied up into Johnny Finance and my business and real estate and all that. But when my personal finances are very simple, it just makes it that much more easy to track your spending. And again, you can use other tabs like your bills, maybe your budgets, your goals, things like that. I think those are very, very useful. But again, Trends is the best tab in my opinion. You can even look at, you know, maybe I want to do a custom month and look at my January spending. So go to January and we can see how much I spent personally there. I spent $1,658 in the month of January. Again, half of that was rent. I got $400 on food. That's funny because every January, you know, I make a fitness goal, so I probably spent more that month. Okay, so now that you know how to track your expenses in Mint, one of my best recommendations is to add it manually into a yearly budget spreadsheet so you can see your spending over the course of a year. So I put all of my information into this yearly spreadsheet. I'll link it down below if you want to use it, but it allows you to get an even bigger picture of your finances throughout the entire year. So once Mint is set up, all you have to do is check these categories once a month, make sure they're categorized in the right selection, and then you would go over to your financial master sheet or your budgeting template or whatever you want, and then just enter them in each month. Now these aren't exactly the same as my Mint sheet because as you can see, we spent $1,600 on rent, but you know, my half was $850, so I split rent with my fiance. But again, you can do this by yourself. You can do it with your significant other. Really, the hardest part is just consolidating your accounts and then linking all those accounts in Mint so you can get like a clear picture of your finances. Now, this budgeting template may be a little complex for the person who's just starting out, so I'll link a more simple one in the description below. But yeah, that's how I track my finances. I use Mint, I make it super easy, and then I just log it into our spreadsheet once a month. Again, it takes like 5 minutes per month. I knew this video would be short and sweet. If you have any questions or need some clarifications, please let me know in the comments. I'll address any questions you have, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from this, and take care.